Welcome back to Sarita's garden. Just going to give a little update today about what's been happening the last week. We received our second chip drop, which was awesome. It's great looking mulch, and we did increase our tip this time. Not sure if that helped, but we've been waiting about a month and we just re-edited our request, and so that was awesome to receive. And just a little update on this front section. Things are getting tall. Pigeon pea, our bananas, and that's lovely to see. Just did some mowing in here today, but pretty cool to see the video from when we first moved here in April, and now this is third week of June. Things are putting on some height and looking healthy with all the rains we've had. So that's the front update, and I'll take you to the back next. And this is the raised bed that we made, and I put a bunch of seeds in this week. So in here you'll see some little seedlings coming up. I put a lot of marigold, zinnia. I also planted some okra in this section and some chives. So those things are going right now in the raised bed. Over here in island number 1, pigeon pea in the back is growing up quite nice. We got a nice cutting of chaya at the garden library talk recently, so we put in some cuttings of chaya throughout the garden. There's one of them. Plumeria here in the middle, lemongrass, more pigeon pea there, and then here's moringa. This is a moringa tree coming up. Okay. After much debate and trying to figure it out, we think this is red mombin. This is a fruit tree that was already here. Tastes similar to a plum a little bit. Kind of a nice, juicy plum-like taste. And if the insects don't get to it first, it's quite lovely. We've been bringing over our palms to this area because this is a very wet area, and we're hoping to add some mulch here and kind of build that up a little bit. So that's red mombin. And last thing I wanted to show you today is the banana belt that we did a week ago. Since like I mentioned, we received our chip drop, so we've added to the belt area. What I wanted to point out was something that I realized, and on this end I didn't have the energy or the bandwidth to finish planting the jack bean, and so I left this area just with no jack bean planted, but I had the intention to put it in between each of the bananas. And so these, you see how these are nice at the same height level of the bananas, because I just did these today. I brought in the mulch, leveled it out. There's actually some extra cardboard underneath there that was meant for recycling, but I popped that in. And then added, like I said, cardboard, then more mulch, and then just a little bit of garden soil from a bag, and then popped the jack bean into the center. So you'll see how that looks nice and level with the bananas. And that was a good learning experience, because when I see the ones that I did on the day we did the banana belt last week, we didn't have that much mulch, and so we hadn't built up the soil level evenly across, and I had put the jack bean seeds in where the soil was at that time, and so these are lower. It may not come through in the video, but these are a little bit lower. The seeds have started germinating in here. I was kind of picking through the soil there. This one has popped up, so I didn't want to mess with that one. So anyway, just a little lesson there of kind of wait till you've got the mulch built up kind of evenly across before you add in the other things. So that's the banana belt. And a couple other things that we would like to add to here. I think I've mentioned in a prior video, I have the red milkweed, also known as swamp milkweed, germinating, and they're just starting to come up. So I'll put that into a separate video, but we'd like to plant some of that in here and other things that we are planning to start from seed that are native wildflowers that do well in wetter, more higher water conditions. All right, thanks for watching Sarita's Garden. Look forward to seeing you the next time.